Legend of Total War here, and today we've got a saving a disaster game playing as Nakari, where Avalon has ambushed us, and it's that map. The map that is so bugged that you basically can't play on it. We've covered this from the attacker's perspective before, where we've ambushed, and I think it was playing as Claw, and we could not find the enemy army for the life of us. But from this perspective, we get to play as the defender and see what actually is happening. And the funny thing is that there may actually be some chance for us to actually win over this situation. So let's jump in here and see what we can do. Because here's the funny thing. Our army doesn't spawn in at all. We can't make any moves whatsoever. But the AI, they can actually see where we are. It's actually kind of ridiculous how they just know where we are. Well, where we're supposed to be, but our army isn't actually there. We're there and not there at the same time. It's a weird thing that'll happen in this bugged map. So, when I first encountered this, or when this was first sent in to me, like this particular map, I thought that, well, at least hoped that it wasn't particularly common. But this is actually a pretty common occurrence if you play in Ulthuan. So when I was playing my Wood Elf campaign, I think I encountered this map twice. Both times I was the attacker, so both times I was forced to auto-resolve it. Didn't have a choice. Okay, so it's on legendary difficulty, so I've got restrict camera. We know that their army starts up over there because we've been in their perspective before. So where is our army? Oh, yeah? Notice how their voice lines don't even say anything when I click on them? Our entire army is dead center in the map, right? But we can't move them. I can't do anything. They just didn't spawn. It's just that simple. So how are we supposed to win this battle then? Well, luckily, the AI will try their best to attack our army, even though there's nothing there. And we have some means with which to fight back. Not in melee, because we don't exist. But I do have access to some magic. And I also have access to some summons. Now, the thing is with the Slanesh summons, I've only got it with one of the cultists, is that you have to be in melee in order to summon these demons. Now, every now and again, they will somehow manage to trigger a melee engagement with our guys here. While we won't really be able to dish any damage back, they'll be able to dish out a very minor amount of damage to us, so it's going to take them a while to kill us. See, look at that, they're actually managing to fight Nakari there, but Nakari can't fight back. Can he? Yeah, no, we can't fight back. Look at that, she's actually hitting us. That's kind of bullcrap there. Well, that was lucky. We actually had the helm of, the Trickster Shard active when that went off. Now, as they crowd around... Oh, look, here we go. We're starting to get the summons in. Now, as for the greater Gate of Slanesh, we need to save that for the very end. We need to be using the Gate of Slanesh to begin with. Because that needs to be the final blow on their army. Well, we take whatever opportunity we can to cast with this one here, the regular Gate of Slanesh. So that'll do a little bit of damage. I was hoping to do a bit of damage to Allarial with them. They'll crowd around, generating some magic. And what we need here is for them to blob up like crazy so that I can do this. with that one attack, we did 7,000 damage. We've got a lot of magic, but also Nakari's health is going down fast. I can't do anything here to get him out of there. Yeah, I don't know why this happens the way it does. It doesn't make any sense, but we have to just make do somehow. So yeah, we're able to do about 7,000 damage a pop there, and luckily he's probably got enough magic to kill most of these units. And then we have to rely on the summons as much as possible. Because if we can kill as much as we can before Nakari goes down and before we run out of Winds of Magic. Another thing as well is that this one here could use up the last little bits of Winds of Magic if Nakari ends up getting killed. Yeah, I can't really figure out how to get Nakari to stop being engaged there. I think having him move kind of helps. Well, giving move orders kind of helps. We want this one to be engaged. No, come on, Nakari, don't be engaged with him. For some reason, he can't fight back. You know, we've got a lot of magic still to let loose. Okay, this one's ready to go, but I kind of wanted to wait until later to cast these abilities. So I might hold off on doing that, because right now we need to be using our magic to soften them up. They'll be way better used when they're super weak. But Nakari here, I can't really cast any faster. This one here, yeah, I don't know. What do I do? What do I do? Can you guys fight? No? You don't exist. What to do when your army doesn't exist? I don't know. They didn't teach us this in Total War School. Thing is, this one here is in melee, so if I cast this, the last one will recharge, so I don't know. Okay, and yep, keep doing that. 41,000 damage. Only got a few kills. That's because it's damaging them first, and then we're gonna get the kills soon. So this one here, it's doing some damage. Some. How's this one going? Right, I need you to be in melee. Recharge this ability. Yeah, it's getting a few kills, a little bit. Also got this ability here. Let's see, which is the healthiest infantry unit? That's, yeah, Sisters of Avalon. Use it on that. No, Nakari, don't be in melee. How do I get you to not be in melee? Yeah, that's it, just don't be in melee. You be in melee, that's fine. But you don't be in melee. Would have been so good if you had your other cultist here with some summons, but yeah, it is what it is. So now, I'm just hoping that this one goes into melee again and recharges for that last summon. But of course, that last summon will only be used once we've used up all of our magic. For some reason, this one here is in melee. We can't dish out any damage, but they're getting us. So that's not really fair. This one over here, no, not dishing out any damage unless we... It says it's charging, so I don't know. Don't know how they could possibly dish out damage to us when we don't exist, but they are somehow managing. we haven't spawned from the realms of chaos. $56,000 damage. Their army is really badly damaged. Makari's, he took most of his damage at the start of the battle. And now I'm just not sure. Alright, speed it up. Because yeah, what we need to do is get rid of as much of the infantry as possible, then use this one here to try to get rid of Allarial, if possible. Alright, where's that Sisters of Avalon?
Look, a gigantic beast! An enemy whistle is cast, and the winds turn against us! The winds are turning! Make our ancestors proud!
Or did we already get rid of it?
Magical power! The winds are rising!
Let's use that one then.
Magic is weak! Enemy spellcaster!
Alright, nearly 70,000 damage. Their army's in bad shape. So we're winning the battle, but once I've used up all my magic, I'll have no means with which to attack them. You can see our troops here are dishing out absolutely no damage. Oh, hang on. That one dished out an attack. Somehow. Can you guys manage to fight somehow?
You will not prevail!
Even if this one here doesn't get wiped out. Keep trying to use the Trickster Shard to maybe make Allarial
The wind
overcast
enemy mages!
and hurt herself.
Magic is strong! Forces of all things power! Enemy charge!
Oh, you got the other two summons so easily. Why don't you get this one now? I think it might have had something to do with the number of troops that were available. See, even Nakari's not getting attacked as much as before, but now these ones here are. This guy here, I don't know what's going on with him. You dishing out any more? You got another hit in. Cool. This one here. Okay. It's actually... Some of them have managed to land some hits. Okay. Keep it up. I don't know how you're doing it, but give it a shot. We don't seem to be hurting our own units when we cast. Let me just see. Yeah, it doesn't seem to be hurting our own units.
Wizard is casting! The winds turn against us! Steady! The winds are rising!
Don't let Nakari be in melee. Come on, you. Go into melee. So that we can charge this up. Alright, how much magic do we have left? 24 with 24 reserves, so 48 winds of magic. Okay. So I got 8 more casts left.
The winds are turning! The winds are
Make that 7. Okay. If this keeps up, we should have enough time before Nakari gets wiped out to use those spells. This one here, you know, getting some attacks in. We just got to dish out enough damage to inflict the army losses somehow.
We are unstoppable!
It's done no damage. Nearly up to 90,000 damage with him now. In hindsight, it might have been best not to have used that second summon, but if we could just somehow trigger her into melee, then she can charge this up. Just need to be in there for 2 minutes. Kari's managing to be in melee, even though we don't want him to.
The enemy unleashes beast! Enemy spellcaster! They're using magic against us! They're
So have these just try to fight back if possible. Maybe they'll land a hit every now and again. Like, what are you supposed to do in this situation? You've got to, like, trick the game into telling your guys to actually fight. And they kind of are. Like, they're in melee, it's just that they don't exist.
Magic is strong. They tremble before our power. Enemy magic. We have untold magical power. Winds are rising. Spells! Enemy spells! Asa Fury! Incoming enemy spells!
Don't know what to do about that. I really want her to get into melee somehow so we can get that summoned, but it might have something to do with the number of entities attacking us now. It's just harder for them to get an engagement. I'm just not entirely sure. This one here might get wiped out. I'm not sure what I can do about it. Nakari seems to be okay for the time being. Still got a few casts left. Thing is, after we've killed off most of their infantry, this spell here can't do damage to single entities. Not any serious damage. I've got potentially 3 casts. Okay, here we go, here we go. It's doing it. Just let that keep doing it. She's in melee. Good. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. She's miscasting. And she's healed as much as she can. That's great. Alright, I'm not going to cast until this is ready. Because I could disrupt what's happening here. We want this to happen. Just don't make any decisions because it's so finicky right now. Don't know what I did to get her into melee. Maybe it's just luck. Just let it happen. Wait for it to charge. Okay, cool. It will be ready when we want it, as long as she doesn't die, which she doesn't seem to be getting hurt. But let's use our last magic up first. So if we summon both of these at the same time, we might actually be able to kill Allarial with it. But yeah, try to kill off all these infantry first. Nearly 100,000 damage. Because don't forget, we don't need to wipe them out completely. We just need to get that army losses. That sweet, sweet army losses. And our guys here, they're trying their best to fight. it's so silly. Oh man, they need to fix this crap. Okay, go one more cast and then we're summoning.
Enemy spells. Incoming enemy spells. The winds are rising. The winds are ours.
Just a little bit more. Oh, we had a perfect amount of magic to just evenly use the Lash of Slaanesh a certain number of times. With no leftover. It's nice. Victory's in our grasp. Great. Now for the final blow, because this is it. If this doesn't work, I don't know what else we could do. So we'll start with the Gates of Slaanesh. And then the Greater Gate of Slaanesh. Okay, debuff Allarial, I need you. Hit her. Hit her hard. That's where their bounce of power is. Yeah, just fight stuff. Fight stuff. Attack. Don't just stand there. This is our last means with which to do any damage. These guys don't last very long. Go for it, go for it, go for it. There we go, we did it. We actually managed to do it. Let's see if this one here can actually manage to wound Allarial. How about that? Oh, we just managed to scrape that win there. Without any units getting wiped out. Come on. Nice. And Allarial's wounded. Well, there we go. So yeah, we still can't move any of our units. I can't select them or anything. So you just had slightly enough to handle that just through abilities alone. Whatever. Oh my god. But yeah, this bugged map still exists. It's mostly happening on Ulth 1, and it happens during ambush battles, although I think I've seen it happen in Bretonia, because I think that's where it get clawed in that other save file that was sent in. But yeah, it turns out, if you're going to have this battle, be the defender, and have some magic if you can. Do you know who this would be really good for? Morgr. Okay, because Morgr doesn't need to actually be in melee in order to dish out damage. He just has to be near something, so as long as his essence is nearby, he would do his Mortis Engine effect. I wouldn't necessarily try to trigger that, as in get well, hang on, if you're the ambusher as Morgr, you know where they are now. They always spawn in the dead center of the map, and then they just don't properly spawn. That's all. There we go. Funny thing here is that we probably did a better job than we would have if the battle hadn't been bugged, because all of these archers would have shredded us at the very beginning. Like, it might have been possible to win, but it is just Marauders up against, you know, basic army versus basic army. Hard to say. Here, take some money. So it was our turn, and yeah, he just walked right into that ambush. Cool. So yeah, try to avoid that situation if you can. I don't know what you can do about it, but you know, it is what it is. Anyway, that's the end of this one here, guys. Let me know in the comments below what you think of this map. Whether you think it should be patched or not. I think it should be patched. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Appreciate you guys. Thanks for all the support lately, and we'll see you next time, fuckers. Bye.